Hey guys, it's Allie. So today is a very special day. I never upload on a Tuesday, but we are today. And today is special because it is my 5-year anniversary of being on YouTube. You can go to my About page. You can see I joined YouTube March 16th, 2016, which is crazy. My content has evolved so much since then. My first video was a little photo shoot set to music that I can't even listen to anymore without getting cringe because of that one video. But my content has evolved so much. I've gained so many subscribers, and I really just want to say thank you, especially if you've been here since the beginning. So to celebrate, I'm doing a few things. Of course, making this video to help you guys. If you guys have a YouTube channel or are starting a YouTube channel soon, some things that I've learned in my 5 years of being on YouTube. But these are things I kind of regret compared to the video I did for 2,000 subscribers. So if you do want more YouTube tips, that will be linked in the description. But the other exciting announcement before you click off, because I don't have a YouTube channel, this doesn't apply to me, I have more merch. So I did make merch a few years ago, and I finally created an Etsy account last summer to sell off the remaining stock, and I have been getting a lot of messages asking when I will be making more merch. So that day has come. I will be selling some doll-sized t-shirts with an AllycatlovesAG graphic on them, and the graphic design was done by fangirl_of_dolls on Instagram. At the moment, I do have 10 that will be in my shop, but depending how much demand there is for me to make more, I can easily do a restock of these shirts. So each shirt will be selling for $18 Canadian or about $14.50 US. That price pays for, of course, the materials to make the shirts, as well as my labor cost of me sitting at my desk sewing the shirts for hours. Every shirt order will come with a free signed AllycatlovesAG poster. These shirts will be available at 5 p.m. Pacific time or 8 p.m. Eastern on my Etsy shop, Pacific Dollco. Please don't feel obligated to purchase the shirts. It's just a fun thing to do to celebrate 5 years, and it does help support me and my channel. So without further ado, let's get back to the video. 5 things that I wish I knew when I started my YouTube channel. So I have seen these for regular YouTube, but this is AGtube. This is a bit different. Looking back on my YouTube channel, the number one thing that I wish I did was make my videos longer, ideally 8 to 10 minutes in length. So if you go back on my channel, so many of my videos were under 5 minutes, and I also posted a bunch of 3-minute videos. Looking back, how did I manage to fit a video in 3 minutes? My intro alone takes up 1 minute. Now, of course, if you do something like stop motion, it is harder to make a long video, so I get it. But for my type of content, it's pretty easy to turn it into a 10-minute video. But the reason why making longer videos is better is because A, the algorithm prefers longer videos. So I haven't run any tests on this or any experiments, but from what I have heard, your video will normally perform better, get promoted more by YouTube if it is over 10 minutes. Another reason I wish I made longer videos is because when I got monetized a few months ago, you can add mid-roll ads in videos that are over 8 minutes. So pretty much, no matter the length of your video, you can have an ad at the beginning of your video and the end of the video, but if it's over 8 minutes, you can choose to put ads in the middle of your videos. A lot of my newer videos are over 8 minutes. In fact, you will be getting an ad right now, or you might not have gotten an ad. It depends if you have ad blocker or how many ads you've seen, I don't know. But if you did, that's a prime example. But some of my most popular videos that I made a few years ago, such as my first Where Are They Now video, my first Unpopular Opinions video, those were all under 8 minutes, meaning that yes, I still can make money off of those videos with ads that play before and after the video, but I could make more money if those videos were longer and I could put a mid-roll ad in there. Hopefully that makes sense, just thinking ahead for the future even if you're not monetized, and longer videos are just more enjoyable to watch too. You can spread out your point more, have a bit more creative. Is don't make the same videos over and over again, but like bad videos. So there are certain things that you can do over and over again, like all my dolls videos. You can do them every year like I do, you can do them every season, and that's great because those videos do well. So every time you do an all my dolls video, you know it's going to do well because that trend generally does well. But I've done a lot of videos in my day which were like decorating my dollhouse for certain holidays. I enjoyed them, they were really easy for me to make. I'm sure some of you guys did too, but those videos never did well. Part of the reason might be because they were always very, very short, but I kept making that same failing video over and over again, and I don't think that helped my growth at all. I've barely done any holiday decor videos this year because I know they don't do well for my channel. That's just one example off the top of my head for my channel, but I strongly recommend that you analyze your YouTube content, sort by most popular videos, and see, okay, what do my most popular videos all have in common? So something I've noticed that does really well on AGtube are just doll related videos. Things like all my dolls videos always do really well. Opinions on dolls, ranking dolls, those tend to do well, and I think channels that make content about that, they do very well because those are trendy topics. But if you make a bunch of videos on not so trendy topics, that's not going to help your channel at all. The next one is kind of related to what I just said, but that is don't stray too far from your niche. So of course, American Girl, very broad, you can get super creative with that, but the hard thing about YouTube is you have to balance what does well and what you know will do well with the content you want to make. Of course, you want to make sure, number one, you're happy and entertained by the content that you're making. Certain videos I've done, they're very different from everything else I've posted on my channel. Sometimes they do well, like Where Are They Now? But other times they flop. A few examples of this from my channel are my studio vlogs. Studio vlogs are a type of video where people who have Etsy shops, they kind of walk you through them working on items or having a release. They're really just chill videos where you can see the behind the scenes process. I personally love watching those videos, and I know a lot of other small business owners do too. And even though I have a doll related small business, I have to think about my niche. Number one, a lot of people on YouTube don't even know what Etsy is because it's generally a younger audience than on Instagram, and I assume most of my audience does not sew or have a business. So when I build my channel around American Girl dolls, that's the content you expect to see, not me sewing and packing orders that has nothing really to do with American Girl specifically. So those videos, as much as I do love making them, and I still will make them for those people who like to watch them, I'm not gonna make them as frequently since I know they don't really work with my niche. As I said again, after watching this video, I strongly recommend you analyze your videos, your top performing ones, your worst ones, and see what am I doing wrong, what am I doing right. The next thing I regret is not color correcting my videos. Color correcting is pretty much when you take your video clip and then you can adjust the warmth, the brightness to make it work with your video aesthetic, I guess. I never really color corrected my videos, especially on my camera when I would film my videos. I had lights and everything, but it always appeared slightly different on my camera to what would show up on my computer. It's the same way that when I take a photo for Instagram, I always go into Lightroom and edit it before I post it to make sure the colors are just how I like it. So a lot of the time with my videos, I would film them and then realize that I really hated the way that they were looking, but I never color corrected them. They were always just darker. So what I have been doing recently is, because a lot of my videos, such as this one, are sit down videos, I will take a photo for my visual and my video instead of a long video. Not only is the photo better quality, but it is a lot easier for me to edit colors and things like that. So on one of my recent videos I posted, my Where Are They Now 3, a lot of you guys complimented the coloring of the video and saying that the lighting was perfect. That is because I tweaked it in Lightroom. iMovie does have color correction for video, so does Final Cut Pro, but it is a bit more complicated to understand. For most of my videos, just fixing up the photos works well for me, but that is definitely something to keep in mind if you're not happy with the way your videos are looking, and something I'm going to be implementing more often in my videos from now on. The final regret that I have is not doing thumbnails, or not doing good thumbnails. Back when I started my channel, I had no clue how thumbnails worked. Keep in mind, this was 2016. So my first few videos had no thumbnails. I would just pick one of those auto-generated images, the one that looked the best, and do it as a thumbnail. Keep in mind, I was very small at this point, but it could have hindered my growth a little bit. I don't fully know. Then after that, I was like, let's actually do a thumbnail. But since I don't know how to get a thumbnail, we're gonna put it at the very beginning of the video for like 10 seconds to make sure YouTube picks it as an auto clip. So that's what I did. The beginning of my video was just a photo, which was a thumbnail. Looked very awkward. The thumbnail was also very bad. And then when I first started, I used TubeBuddy's thumbnail system, and it was just very basic text. You could only add one image. I do have a video on how I make my thumbnails nowadays with Photoshop and with Canva. That will be linked in the description. Also kind of similar to what I was saying in my third point about niches. YouTube yes, I am on YouTube, but certain YouTube content, like how to make thumbnails, is really only useful for other AGtubers who watch my videos, because there are a bunch of you guys who don't actually do YouTube who are watching my videos. Compared to YouTube tips, I know a lot of you guys like those videos, that's why I'm making this, but definitely this will not do as well as a doll related video. But back to this point, do thumbnails. Thumbnails encourage people to click on your video, and I know, especially when I'm finding a new channel, because sometimes I like to search up American Girl recent. The videos that I click on are the ones with bright thumbnails that look good quality, because for me, a good quality thumbnail indicates that the video I'm about to watch will also be good quality. Make sure that you pay attention to your thumbnails, those are super important. So those are some of the regrets I've had over the 5 years of running a YouTube channel. Some I'm still working on fixing, and some I have fixed a long time ago. If you ever have any YouTube questions, you can always DM me on Instagram at AllycatlovesAG, and I will try my best to help you and help analyze your channel. I am on the lifestyle side of AGtube, so when it comes to certain things like stop motions, I don't really know what does well and what doesn't do well. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below, do you have any regrets for your AGtube YouTube channel? Of course, subscribe to my channel so we can get to 3,000 subscribers. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys soon in a new video. Bye guys!